Alright, so we got a lot to talk about, and it does pertain to the future of the channel and what I plan to cover. So I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I think it's long overdue. So some exciting news today from the Tamashii Features 2021 event, which was done mainly online simply because of the whole COVID situation. They showed off some reveals today, and a lot of them are exciting, and in terms of like things to cover on the channel, I gotta talk about them, alright? So let's get to it. First off, we're gonna start off with some Kamen Rider announcements. It looks like they're re-releasing Kamen Rider 1 from the show, the original OG Kamen Rider, and it's got a new color scheme, a special colored version in a way, for the 50th anniversary, and I gotta say, it looks pretty sweet. Will I get it? Probably, don't know. It's still hard to say. Kamen Rider is such a touchy subject, especially when it comes to importing. I don't really like to import anything anymore because of obvious reasons and shipping prices. But anyways, moving on, they also have Kamen Rider Kiva's Emperor form, I believe. This is like a final form of his, in terms of what I know from Kiva. He looks fantastic and absolutely ornate and beautiful. Also, they showed off some more Kamen Rider Saber stuff. They're going full in on this series. Don't personally care for Saber right now because I haven't yet watched it, so I can't really say any much more than that. And last but not least, it looks like they have Kamen Rider Decade's latest form, Kamen Rider Decade Neo Complete Final Form. Oh my gosh, this is the one with all the cards on him. He's basically got all the Heisei Rider powers, at least their final form powers, as well as 01. To my knowledge, it looked like a fantastic figure. It's a bit over the top and overdone in terms of design, but I love Decade, so I kind of have to get him. Now, that's it for Kamen Rider. They showed off some Marvel stuff. I don't really like to cover Marvel stuff on this channel because really nobody cares on this channel about Marvel. Ultraman. There was quite a few exciting announcements for Ultraman today. And first off, let's start off with the Showa. It looks like they have a a special colored version of the original Ultraman for the 55th anniversary. This one looks to have like a metallic color scheme, and it looks beautiful, especially displayed with this overpriced mantle right here. Looks cool. Do I want him? If he comes with a mantle, yes. Do I need him? No. Also, when it comes to the Showa era, it looks like the long overdue release for the Figuarts Ultraman Leo is finally here. And despite not being my favorite in terms of Ultra designs, I gotta say, what they're including here does look pretty solid, and I love those effect pieces, so hey, consider me sold. I gotta get Leo. In terms of stuff we already know base form Ultraman Z is getting a release, as is Gamma Future. I have the base form on pre-order. Unfortunately, I was not able to get Gamma Future's pre-order secured, and that's kind of funny considering I did say that I really wanted that form. That's my favorite form of Z actually, but it is what it is. You can't get them all. That's just unfortunately how it goes in this hobby. They also revealed Ultraman Z Beta Smash, and it looks pretty sweet, nice and buff as well, but not too buff like Thunderbreast are. Looks pretty sweet. Also, they showed off Ultraman Z Delta Rise Claw. Yeah, this one looks pretty sweet as well. However, there are no signs of Belial in there, at least not from the prototype pictures, which is kind of confusing to me. You would think that they would display him with his signature weapon. If they're planning on doing what they've been doing for the recent Ultraman Z releases, they're probably going to give Belial to some other release as an incentive to buy them all. And for those of you who live in the US, you know that's a pain in the ass. And I am not down with that anymore. But I want them. You know? I like Ultraman Z. Anyways, so yeah, those look pretty solid. And then they also showed off, to coincide with Ultraman Tiga's Shinkoku Seiho release, SH Figuarts Golza. And he comes with, well, it looks like he's coming with two of the Guts Jets, wing number 1 and wing number 2, I believe they're called. It looks pretty damn sweet, if you ask me. Considering that I've been looking forward to getting Golza since the Ultra Act release, this is a no-brainer for me. I have to support the SH Figuarts Ultraman line when it comes to releasing kaiju, because they don't release enough of them. now is the time to release Golza, all things considered, since the new Ultraman series, Ultraman Trigger, is going to be like the second coming of Ultraman Tiga. And no better time than ever to release Ultraman's Golza. So, I'm down with it. I'm looking forward to it. Now, let's just put a little asterisk on the whole Ultraman line, because despite Ultraman's rising popularity in recent months and years, they've done this before. Alright? Tamashii's been known to do that scummy shit where they announce a figure, well, not necessarily announce, but show off a prototype of a certain character, and they never actually follow up with an actual release date, no announcement whatsoever. They'll show off a prototype, and that's the last we'll ever hear of it. They did this with Ultraman Orb's Hurricane Slasher form and his Burnmite form, and I'm still waiting for that SH Figuarts Tyrant, dammit! So now, I'm sure most of you have heard that the SH MonsterArts Gigan is getting a re-release. And what makes this one so special is that he's coming with a ton of accessories that the original release did not originally have. And it looks like the paint scheme is also going to be very similar. Maybe some few alterations here, but it's hard to tell from the promotional pictures. We won't know until we actually get it in hand. Definitely want to get this one because my original Gigan here is kind of in his final battle form, and I would like to switch this one back into like his base form. And yeah, give him that look again, because while I do like the chainsaws on this guy and the upgraded armor pieces, I always wanted two Gigans, so this is no excuse for those of you who missed out on the original release. Get this one ASAP. Otherwise you'll be bitching and moaning about it on Facebook groups about why he's overpriced. Yeah, so yeah, it's safe to assume that pretty much every SH MonsterArts ever released in the past, well, most of them, will get a special color version somewhere along the road when, you know, the time calls for it. Me, personally, I'm looking forward to a re-release of the Mogera. Yeah, love Mogera. Wouldn't it be awesome to have like a battle-damaged version, kind of like the final battle version Shinagawa Kyu? Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd be down with that. I'd love another Mogera too, with the battle-damaged parts and everything. So now, to coincide with this Gigan release, they're being a little tricky here. Now, like, we called this one a few weeks ago actually, and it seems to be pretty official right now, but they haven't officially revealed him at the event. But this is just some news for you uninformed, although most of you already know about this. The Final Wars Godzilla is gonna get a SH MonsterArts release as well from 2004. Judging from the promotional shots of Gigan here and from this tease, it's pretty damn obvious. Alright, very popular suit design, and I'm all for it. I've always wanted this Godzilla in MonsterArts form. However, like I said before, no official announcement yet. Also, keep in mind that most of these images used for this video were stolen from the internet, and yeah. So at last, we have the announcement of the Godzilla Ultima. Godzilla Ultima, you know this big dude over here? This guy? He's officially getting a MonsterArts. Now, a lot of us kind of expected this. You look at these images. Look at the size of that tail. Does that not look like an engineering nightmare? I can imagine. Man, this looks like it has over 78 points of articulation. I'm calling it now. Look at all those segments. I have a feeling some of those are going to be popping off. But anyways, it looks like a pretty big Godzilla SH MonsterArts. It's going to be a shelf hog, no doubt. Like I said, it's pretty obvious from these images. The tail is going to be a nightmare. But I'm excited for it. I haven't started watching the Netflix series yet because it hasn't released in the US. Now, this one is going to be a web exclusive, unfortunately, but that's kind of to be expected. However, that does not mean it won't be brought to the US domestically. So hopefully, if Bluefin does their job right, we'll get this one in the US as we have been getting for most of the releases in recent memory. His suggested retail price for Japan is around $100 US. And that's, given the size of this guy, I kind of expected that. Really, seriously, he comes with two little mini Jet Jaguar figures from the anime, and I gotta say, these are unpainted, but they're still cool looking to have. I'm gonna guess they're gonna go with the whole first release bonus, kind of like how they did with the SH MonsterArts Nargacuga. So, I mean, we'll see. But from the looks of it, this looks like it's going to be a solid release, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, why is his eyes like that? It's just prototype images, right? It'll look better in the final version, right? That's it basically for the announcements today in terms of what I cover on this channel. Everything looks pretty solid thus far, and I gotta pick and choose moving forward because, things are a little different now. But I'm pretty excited for most of these announcements. What are you most excited for? Also, just a heads up, Godzilla 2021 from Godzilla vs. Kong, the SHMA for that figure, is actually on its way from Big Bad Toy Store. They seem to have gotten it first over Kong, so I should be unboxing that and reviewing that for the channel pretty soon. Also, I'm still waiting on Kong, of course, and the SHMA 2021 Mecha Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong, damn that's a mouthful, is also on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. It seems very interesting how they're handling this, considering the movie got delayed in Japan. And yeah, the SHMA Mecha Godzilla looks great. Oh, sorry, spoilers. Anyways, thanks for watching this news video, guys and gals. I usually don't do these anymore, but they're pretty good, fun videos to make sometimes, especially when there's a lot of stuff to cover. So anyways, I thank you all for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, the end card will be popping up with all the information you need to support the channel. Hit the like button, comment in the comment section below. What are your most excited announcements? Does that make any sense? You know what I mean. Anyways, collect everything, connect everything. Of course, this is ScorpioCesar once again, and I'll see you all very soon. Alrighty then, it's the end of the video. Congratulations if you made it this far. If you enjoyed what you saw, then feel free to hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, comment your thoughts down below. Here, you will also see some links to more content from my channel that just may interest you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.